Hi guys, it's a Dan from Generation Productions with another PSA, and I just come back from watching a YouTube channel about technology. Yes, I am playing Pokemon on my good old Nintendo Switch. So yeah, and what I was thinking about is a thing that came up in. I'll give a shout out to who are we? Mary Mayhem. Go check out her channel at Mary Mayhem, and she talked about a video where it's talking about technology. Is technology good or bad? Hence why I'm playing Pokemon. And I've given it some thought about good old technology, games, and also YouTube. Like I said, come here. Where is it? Back to my channel. There we go. My channel. Yeah, talking about social media and things like that. I've been giving it some thought, so sorry about that for looking out the window there for a second. But I've been thinking about things about social media, and this PSA is coming up too. Social media, games. I mean, I already sort of loosely covered this in my addictions thing, but I thought I'd bring it back up again as technology, tech. How bad is technology? We all tend to, as people, want to socialise with people, which is great and fine, but then comes to a point, and I'm thinking I'm still going to use sorry to this person, but not really sorry because you trashed my place, so I'm going to use you as an example. This friend of mine who trashed my place, I'm going to use a bit of a story about that person, which I observed myself at their house, and that was where the person just went around. So it's based on a true story. A person who was a very social person, used to speak to my mum all the time, and treated her like a mum, even called her mum, and called me a brother because we were like family. We used to hang out all the time. But then that person discovered YouTube. And she used to make heaps of awesome videos, and then sadly I feel the person not only was addicted to some other substances, which I'm not going to go into, but also got addicted to YouTube. And so this PSA is about technology and sort of like a sequel to addictions. And what I want to discuss and say is technology is brilliant. You know, gaming is brilliant. I love games. I'm a computer gaming nerd, and like I said before, I was just playing Pokemon. I'm very much a fan of Pokemon, and all various little things like that. So the thing is, what's wrong with technology? What was wrong with, sometimes I could get addicted to my games, or I could get addicted, or like my friend got addicted to YouTube. So what's the problem? The problem is, I believe, that we become so, as society gets, we become so engrossed with technology and so focused on instant pleasure, instant games, instant pleasure, instant games, everything is instant these days. You can just go and not even have a copy of a game, you can just go download it for your console now these days. And to be honest, I sort of hate that, because you can't have the satisfaction of actually going and actually picking up a cartridge, or picking up a CD game disc, or just the nostalgia of actually being able to pick up something. You can physically hold it, and if you put that game in the console, it's going to work. The problem is with downloading games and stuff. What happens when your game freezes, or when your game gets corrupted? You have to go download that game again. So, you'd have to probably spend another $20 or $30 or $50 to buy the same game again, or something like that. Yeah, that's the reason why I hate online games. It's because if something goes wrong, you haven't got a backup file. You haven't got a thing where you can still play the game if it gets corrupted or it gets stolen or something else happens to the console. So in saying that, I'm a bit against online games and also online stuff. I mean, I guess my father used to say, which I'm not sure if many of you know, he was a gardener and he was a little bit of a preacher kind of person. And he said his name was Chris Guy. My dad's name was Chris Guy, and he told me this one line. Because I used to watch games and television when I was a kid, so he said games and watching TV and stuff is a good servant but a bad master, and this comes down to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all these social media things. They're great servants but a bad master. What do I mean by this? Is when you start living your life on social media, or living your life, not getting out there and socializing with people, having one-on-one interaction and actually talking to people, you lose the sense of enjoyment. You lose the concept of reality. You lose, you just end up just basically staring at a screen all day, talking to someone on a screen, or playing sorry people, or playing video games all day. And what kind of fun life is that? I mean, you got to get out there and do some more stuff. And I'm speaking from experience because, as you can see, I haven't exactly gone outside outside myself, inside these four walls, much. But in saying that, like I said, the PSA is, please, if you have any kind of addictions, again, whether it's video gaming, social media, or whatever it is, get some help. Like I said, there's a place called Headspace in Australia who takes care of some stuff like that. There are many other organisations who can do stuff, and but I can tell you what I do when it comes to social media stuff. I set a time and a day, and when and where I'm going to actually make a video or play a video game. I set a time and then I do that. I don't try and sit down and play video games all the time. I don't try and make YouTube videos all the time. I don't try and do all this stuff all the time. I mean, it's great stuff. Don't get me wrong. Watching movies, watching TV shows, playing video games, being on social media, it's great. But if I don't get my exercise and I don't go out and do things, I'm pretty, crap if I don't do this stuff. So, people, thanks again for watching. And I just wanted to say, again, if any of you feel that you've got addictions to something, please seek out help, whether it's from friends, family, other social groups who can actually come alongside you and actually help you with addictions and things. But thanks to people for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you guys again soon. Bye!